evaluation of the game value. Okay, you need to remember what is the meaning of game. That is the competitive situation between any two teams or the two individual. Okay, that itself is called as a game. The whatever the situation is to be presented in order to compete with other, that itself is called as a game. Then every game will have a result. Okay, that result is itself is called as win or lose. Okay, that winning and the losing probability what you are going to evaluate. Okay, by the making decision over each of the player and their performance. For that, whatever you are using, that itself is called as a strategy. Okay, that is the what the meaning of strategy. Then in case of strategies, there will be two types of strategies. One is pure strategy, another one is mixed strategy. Okay, pure strategy is nothing but we know before the game which is to be playing in advance, then which is to be recognized easily based on the individual performance. That itself is called as a pure strategy. Mixed strategy means the prediction of each of the player to whom what status which is to be present based on his performance. We are going to make the probability of the decision. That itself is called as a mixed strategy. Then payoff. Here always every game is having an outcome. Okay, whatever that outcome is to be presented from individual playing game or it is a team. Then according to that, the whatever the value which to be considered as the output of that particular game is itself is called as payoff. Okay, one who won. Okay, that values are always positive. So that itself is called as A's payoff matrix. Okay, corresponds to the is winner, then all the values, all the elements are positive. If corresponding to the B, okay, is the loser, then according to that player B, all the values what is to be present in the matrix are negative. Okay, this is the what the representation of payoff matrix. These things you can remember because they are in the exam explained. Then one more question is also they might ask, what do you mean by a game? Then explain the types of games. Okay, there will be a majorly 2-person game or n-person game. 2-person game means what? A particular game which will be played between two individuals. That itself is called as a 2-person game. Okay, best example is chess. Chess is a purely a 2-person game. Okay, then with respect to the n-person game, if there will be n number of players are to be present in that particular game, the result is dependent on the individual performance. That itself is called as a n-person game. But in that n-person game, there will be a restriction. There should be a more number, that is more than 2 number of players to be play in that particular game. Then only it is called as a n-person game. Keep this in mind. Example, cricket, kabaddi. These are what? n-person. Okay, remember that. Then zero-sum game. Okay, whatever the game which to be there, in that the performance of the individual game sum of payment with respect to that competitors will be remains 0. Okay, that itself is called as a zero-sum game. Means all the won and lost. Okay, whoever losing, those points will be get added to that of the winner. Itself is called as a zero-sum game. Then 2-person zero-sum game. Okay, with respect to the game of a player, okay, in which one player equal to that of loss of other. Okay, in this case, what happens? If the two players are playing a particular game, in that whoever won will get equivalent what which is having by the loser. Okay, that itself is called as a 2-person zero-sum game. Keep this in mind. This is also very, very important. Then saddle point. Okay, this is the payoff matrix what we are going to use. From that, by consideration of the maximum of row minima coincide with respect to that of minimum of column maxima. Okay, whatever the value which ought to be get into that of max min principle and min max principle. All those two are equal. Then that point of intersection with respect to the payoff matrix is itself is called as a saddle point. Okay, this saddle point will make the controllability among the losses to be happened by individual player. Okay, to control that one, this saddle point will be used. Then payoff, what you are going to use in that which to be presented. Okay, the gamma under will be represented min max value. Then gamma bar is represented by that is min max value. Okay, this is a gamma under is max min. Then gamma bar is min max. Then gamma is itself is called as a value of the game. Okay, these two are to be considered in case of a particular game which to be belongs to that of the operation condition. Then another one is that there will be two types of game. One is called as a fair game, that is fair game. Then another one is called as the strictly determinable game. Okay, whenever the max min value is equal to that of min max value, it means that the gamma bar is equal to gamma under, which is equal to 0. Then that state of game is itself is called as a fair game. Okay, another one is the determinable game. This gamma under and the gamma bar. Okay, both are equal, but it is not equal to 0. Okay, that itself is called as a strictly determinable game. Okay, then game without saddle point will require players to play mixed strategy. Okay, if a particular game which doesn't have any saddle point, then that itself is used with respect to that of the mixed strategy. Then saddle point is one, which it is the intersection of pure strategies. Okay, then pure strategy is the game in which each player has one optimal strategy. Okay, that itself is called as a pure strategy. Then payoff is nothing but whatever the return which is okay, that can be represented in the form of the table. That itself is called as a payoff matrix. This you have to remember. Okay, outcome of a game itself is payoff. Okay, but that outcome you are representing in the form of a matrix, that itself is said to be what? Payoff matrix. Keep this is in mind. Okay, then one of the method for the simplifying main game with respect to that of mixed strategy is itself is the dominance. Okay, today we can discuss with respect to that of what is the dominance. Okay, how we are going to make use of it in order to solve the game related problems or the numericals. Okay, I discussed in previous class. Okay, to solve. Here, remember, read the question. Okay, according to that, you can proceed for the solution. Solve the game whose payoff matrix is given by, they are given this matrix, player A and player B. What you need to identify? You have to use a man-mix, that is a max min and min max principle. Okay, that is the what you have to identify. First, what you have to do, row minima you have to identify. Okay, this is first row. Okay, next is second row, then next is third row. Among all these elements, what is the minimum value in that particular row? In this row, what is the minimum value? -1. Then in second row, what is the minimum value? -4. Then in first row, what is the minimum value? 1. Okay, this is the what? Row minima. Don't be too smart. Don't make the evaluation of row maxima. Okay, because principle which is defined to make the identification of the row minima values only. Then similar to that, column maxima. Okay, this is your column. In this column, what is the maximum value? 1 is the maximum value. Then in second case, what is the maximum value? 5 is the maximum value. Okay, in third case, okay, 1 is the maximum value. Okay, now we got a column maxima and the row minima. Confirm